focus. What's up, everyone? This is Geometry, Module 5, Topic 1, Lesson 1, specifically page 780. And to do today's lesson, we're going to continue our conversation on probability and sample space and the likelihood that things are going to happen. We've talked about tree diagrams. We've talked about outcomes and events. And so now the purpose of today is to continue going deeper into what outcomes are possible and how they interact between two different decisions. So I'm going to use my highlighter here, and just really on this page is just processing the information of what's happening. Categorizing scenarios involving events. So in this activity, we're going to describe a set as a collection of items. Get a little highlight on there. If X is a member of set B, then X is an element of set B. It's like members of your family, right? They're elements of the set of your family. If we talk about three vocabulary words, we're going to talk about disjoint sets and intersecting sets, and then the union of sets. So a disjoint set is when they do not have anything in common. And if you look at, whatever the scenario is here, even integers, odd integers, they do not overlap. There's nothing that is considered to be both an even integer and also an odd integer at the same time, because even numbers can be divided by 2, odd numbers can't. Two or more sets are disjoint when they do not have any common elements. In the next example, we have intersecting sets. So we have representations of numbers that are multiples of 2. That's going to go all of these possible numbers in this circle. And then the other group is multiples of 5. And there are some multiples of 5 that are also multiples of 2. So there's an intersection of the sets. They are overlapping. So in intersecting sets, there is something in the middle that both of the groups share in common. Last of all is the union of sets. If the two circles that we're filling up, so circle B and circle C, and there's ways that they're being filled up, like in the first case, these are, positive numbers, and C is negative numbers, and there's no intersection. There's no intersection between the positive numbers on one side and the negative numbers on the other. So there shouldn't be anything in the middle of those two circles. But if we want to talk about the collection of all of them, we would say the union. So our notation for disjoint and intersection and the union of sets, those are math vocabulary words that need to be brought up. Go back to also the words we used in previous videos. Check out page 779, check out page 778. Intersection would be and. When you hear the word and mentioned in probability or in a discussion about events being, occurring, union of sets would be the word or. And we'll talk about this in Algebra 1. We'll talk about this in Algebra 2. It'll be concepts that are happening strictly, related only to numbers, but you could apply this into like your biology class or into your history class, things that are trying to like describe the surrounding events of a scenario. And if there's intersection in the events or in the descriptions of the organisms or the sort of story that you're trying to follow and seeing how characters interact with each other or don't interact with each other in English class, the relationship between items is part of one of three categories. They either never interact, or there are things that definitely interact, or we want to talk about the collection of all of the participants in this group or in this study. Let's answer question 1, and this will be the last example in this video. So here goes. Consider the letters in the word crafty and crate. C-R-A-F-T-Y and C-R-A-T-E. What set do you form by taking the intersection of the letters of the two words? So to do this one in line with how I want you to be thinking about it, I'm going to draw a circle that represents the first word. And I'll just kind of put it in the margin over here. Let's go a little zoomage in. So we got a first circle. And I do want the circles to overlap. So in the second circle over here, we have word 1, word 2. C, R, A, and T are shared by both words. So they're going to go, those letters are going to go in the overlapping parts of the circles. C, R, A, T. Those are the 4 letters that both words have in common, so they need to go in the overlap. The letters from crafty that do not go in this overlapping section are the letters that are not shared by both of the words. So F and Y. We should be able to spell crafty with everything in this circle. However, we should also be able to use those same letters to spell the word crate. And what's missing in the word crafty that crate has is the letter E. How's that rhyme go? What happens once in a minute, once in a year, and twice in a second? No, once in a... Okay. The whole point is it's the letter E, right? It's shared by all of them. Ooh, spoiler alert. Now, crafty is the arrangement. What set do you form by taking the intersection of the letters in the 2 words? It's only the letters they have in common. And as a set, we should use the brace notation. So it's a forehead and a nose and a chin. C, R, A, T. And then we need to close it with like parentheses, how you close parentheses. A forehead, a nose, and a chin. We have the set of letters. What set do you create by taking the union of the 2 letters? Reminder, union is all of the letters that are possible. So that's F, Y, C, R, A, T, E, all of the letters in the words crafty and crate. Just use once, right? Just use once. So forehead, nose, chin, C, R, A, T, F, Y, E, comma, 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 chameleon. There we go. What set do you form by taking the union? This is the union of those 2 sets. This 1A is the intersection of those 2 sets. 781 is the next video up for you. Go ahead and click forward to that one. You can end the video here, but if you want to hear me all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching this episode, and I wish you good math help, and see you in the next one. Thanks.